Afon Goyubo Berbini Wosi Unanom Siveta Unakaya Utsanga Unajaya Nini Bebe Jayini Fewota Tatani Mamo Berbini Wosi Afon Goyubo Berbini Wosi Unanom Siveta Unakaya Utsanga Unajaya Nini Bebe Jayini Fewota.
I'm Franklin Ngalimfanka, the President Director General of Efrang Football Academy, and I'm from the Northwest region of Cameroon, precisely from Bui Division from Komunso in Bui Division.
Tell me now what I'm supposed to do. All my open trust felt in you, oh Mother Africa.
How did I come up with the idea of creating the academy? Yes, creating the academy was for me, it was an inspiration that I got from my struggles to become a professional football player. It wasn't easy, and even after the long struggles and become a player and got some series of injuries, I understood a lot what it means to get a chance to play out of the country, and I decided to come back and open an academy, and with my target to give the young footballers, the talented footballers, the chance to make it in life. For I know how difficult it is, and we know that the real talented players with good qualities, they come from really poor homes, from poor backgrounds. So I decided to give them that lift, and giving that lift, it wasn't easy at all. But I had to come back because I understood better what football was all about.
Gracious Lord, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Each day of our lives, every moment of our amazing stay lies tempestuous seas. Even though we walk through this valley of the shadow of death, there is no evil we fear. You are our strength and protection. You, Lord. Oh, Lord.
The challenges I'm facing as the owner of the academy, or the president of the academy, is we have a whole lot of problems as football is concerned in Africa, because we need to motivate the players, we need to push them to play, we need to give them training with good facilities, which is so difficult. And also we have difficulties because the players, they want to make it big as fast as possible, which is a most difficult task. A young player who starts to play football today or tomorrow, I'll tell you, in the next 1 year he wants to be like Samuel Eto'o, he wants to be like Cristiano Ronaldo, which is a big problem, and that is where they got to lose their track in football. It's difficult for us to really motivate them, to let them understand the realities. So we try to make them understand that this is a career that can take you so many years to success. So you have to be patient, tolerant, and hardworking.
Oh God, the harmony that reigns shall live in us forever and evermore. Oh Lord God, the tranquility that reigns shall live in us forever and evermore. Some more years and we'll be home with joy in our hearts.
these challenges I'm facing with players is the players, they want to travel as soon as possible, which is the most difficult aspect. Every player, even a player who just started playing football today, the parents will start thinking of the if the player can travel. This is the most difficult thing for me. I would say most parents also, they help to destroy the future of the kids by giving them more pressure that you need to go today, you need to go tomorrow, you need to go next year, you just have to travel. Because parents in Africa, they just believe once you just get into a club out of Cameroon, you become a millionaire, which is a big mistake. You've got to work hard, you've got to work hard, you've got to work hard before you can make it. As football is concerned, there is no easy job in the world. Every job is difficult, but it depends on how you keep pushing on it. It depends on how tolerant, how patient, how hardworking you are before you can make it in any job you're doing. So I want to make the parents to understand that they should be calm, they should be patient, and allow the kids to be developed. Young players, they need to be developed, they need time to grow, they need time to achieve their goals. But if we put in their minds that tomorrow you have to travel, tomorrow you are going there or there, we destroy their future. And when they get to travel and outside, they realize the reality is different. They realize football, it's all about different from what they think in Africa or in Cameroon. It's a big problem for them. Some will get back home and decide to abandon football.
Sing to you, we praise your name, we bow before you, cause we know that you are the most high God. We believe in you for eternity, and our souls will be for you. Each day we pray, oh Father, lead us, don't let us fall down.
My target is when I opened the academy, was my target was in the 7, 10 years, 8, 11 years, 12 years. I want to see players coming from my academy playing in top clubs in Europe, playing, representing the world, not only in Europe, worldwide, and representing the national teams. And with this, it was my target, and I tried to give a good lift for some young talented players. Though it's really difficult, but I'm still trying on that. I'm still trying to see if I can make it, and I believe myself, I believe I will make it, because I've got really good talents in the academy.
In this gloomy world, give us strength and give us might, that we might find abiding faith in your name.
The academy is, for now, the academy is not generating income. I have to struggle to raise the funds that I can invest in the academy. At the moment, we've got players, they don't pay school fees, they don't pay training equipments, they don't pay those things. I have to struggle and give them training equipments. I have to struggle and make their licenses to play in the league, to train them. And we've got coaches that I'm taking care of as well. It's not easy. So for me, I think the academy is not generating income as of now, but that is the issue of the future. I believe the future, everything will be okay.
The mystery of life is found. The mystery of life is gone. Poverty is out of sight. Misfortunes are gone.
We don't have sponsors. The academy don't have sponsors as of now, and maybe it's difficult because of the early stage of the academy, playing in the in the departmental league in Cameroon. Maybe that's also another aspect where it's difficult for someone to come and say he wants to sponsor the academy. For now, there is no sponsor, there is no one putting money in the academy. I'm doing everything all alone, struggling to see how things can go better and how the players can get what they want, how they can get the training they need, and how to also work on the players morally, because also we have the greatest problem, which is on their mental health. They think bigger than what they can do at the moment, and when they think bigger, they become so lazy by trying to be like Ronaldo or Samuel Eto'o in one day's time, which is a big problem. So we're trying to work on that aspect as well.
They're gone away forever. They're gone away forever. If life don't give any reasons, when the love of God goes away, if life don't give any reason.
Actually, I've thought of giving up on this project, because I've come through a lot of challenges. I've come through a lot of difficulties, and at some point you want to abandon it, but at a certain level I have to ask myself, I'll look back and say, how long have I come to drop it at this stage? I've got a long way, and I will keep going. I decided I will keep striving, I will keep pushing till I get to the top. And for me, at the moment I've decided it's not how fast I get there, but it's how successful and beautiful it will look when I get there. So I'm patient, working with the players, and I try to explain to the players, let them be patient, play football. What they need to play a lot of games, a lot of league matches to get themselves ready for someone to see them. It's not just by waking up in one morning and you go to Real de Madrid or Barcelona or Manchester United or any top club. You need to work. We've seen players playing in African leagues for more than 15 years without getting a trial outside, and maybe at the moment they're about to end up their career, they got a call from outside and the life changes. This is football. This is all about football.
Gracious Lord, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Each day of our lives, every moment of our amazing stay, lies tempestuous seas. Even though we walk through this valley of the shadow of death, there is no evil we fear. You are our strength and protection. You, Lord. Oh Lord God, the harmony that reigns shall live in us forever and ever.
The challenges I face with players when I take them abroad or when they travel with me, especially to the Gulf countries, is that when they get here, before traveling, what they've got in their mind is that there is no football in the Arab world, which is a big mistake on them. When they get here, they are so surprised. They're surprised to see there is football. They're surprised to see the Arabic guys. They are very good. They are talented. The only thing I can say maybe they are lacking is the physical aspect, but they are resistant. They are endurant, and they've got qualities. They've got techniques. They've got it. So when players comes from Africa with that mind, with that mindset that they're gonna pick the contract as if it's nothing, it's a big mistake to them, because football, it's really difficult here. You play here to succeed here. You've got to give more than what you've got in you. You've got to give more than your work. So you have to double your working rate before you can make it here. So for me, it's not easy as people thought. People think that there's no football in the Arabic world. That's a big lie. There is football, and you need to come to discover what football is all about here.
By the rivers of Babylon, when we sat down, there we were, when we remember Zion. By the rivers of Babylon, when we sat down, when we remember Zion.
Yes, I've got players out of the country. I've got lots of players I've signed in the academies, in the second leagues, in the United Arab Emirates, and also I've got players who got contracts abroad, like in Albania. I got a player from my academy who signed directly in Albania in second league. I've got a player who signed in Romania last season from my academy in the second league as well. All of them, the players coming from my academy. I'm proud to develop them. I'm proud that they got this chance through Efram Football Academy. And the ones coming to the United Arab Emirates, the difficulties we got is so enormous. We need to keep pushing. We need to keep encouraging them to fight to really succeed in what they're looking for. But I'm really happy. I've got young players. I've got a lot of young players in clubs out of the country as well.
'Cause the wicked carried us away in captivity, required from us a song. How can we sing an alpha song in our strange land? 'Cause the wicked carried us away in captivity, required from us a song. How can we sing an alpha song in our strange?
Yeah, why I focus in the Gulf countries is so simple. Football is a profession. Football is a profession, and a profession where we need to earn our lives. We need to earn a living. And when you look at our young players back home, where they're struggling to see if they can make life out of football. First of all, by asking, if you go into our first division league, I'm talking of the Pro League in Cameroon, are there players in Pro League who are earning $1,000, $2,000 a salary? I think it's difficult. But when a young player who is taking challenges, who has to help his family, this player is coming from a very poor home, you expect this player and the family to really stay, for example, play in the Pro League in Cameroon to make life, when maybe there is a chance. When you got a chance, it's difficult when you don't have a chance and you want to go. But when you have that chance as a young player, for example, and I've got a club who needs a player of 18 years, 19 years in the Gulf country, where you can earn maybe $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month as salary, I think it's something so big that we should encourage than to say we will wait for Europe. How many players do travel from Africa to Europe each year? How many players do sign in big clubs from Africa in Europe? How many players do really travel and succeed in Europe as football is concerned? It's not easy, but when you bring a young child here, a young player, for development, for under 20, under 18, under 21, on the development, and that player is earning, for example, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month, I think it's something worth it. We should really encourage such things. We should not say, okay, let's wait until the player is 30, until he's 25, before we start thinking, what about this player? At the end of the day, he's getting finished. He's about dropping from football to start a new life, which is so difficult. So at least I think it's my reason why I have to go to where, first of all, that I've got that trust. I've got that trust, and I believe it can make a huge difference in so many families.
Let the weak say I am strong. Let the poor say I am rich. Let the blind say I can see what the Lord has done in me. Let the weak say I am strong.
What I've achieved so far is, I can say, the players I've sent abroad, or for example in the Gulf countries, if they left Cameroon with nothing, and for example they are being developed in some clubs here in the Arab world, and at the end of the day maybe a child I brought from home on 18 years, 19 years, and get you into a club here to join the under 18, under 19 league or under 20 league, and at the end of the month you are under development, but at the end of the month the player you're earning $1,000. I think it's already a something. It's already something for the player and the family, because living from Cameroon, you will not even getting 1,000 francs a month or 10,000 francs a month, and at son of a sudden you can be getting $1,000 for you and your family. I think it's a big achievement for me, and for the people who thought it's not possible. It's possible. It's possible when we put it in our minds and work for it, that it's possible. We will always get it. So that's my achievement. Yes, I do promote education, because for me, life is about education. We, at least we've got chance to go to the primary school, to secondary school. When we've got that chance, it means we can read and write, we can understand so many things as life is concerned. So for me, I always promote the players to be educated. So I go in for sportitude, and we've got a project that I will not put it here as of now, because we are still working on that project. When the project will be okay, I will it will be on air. I would reveal it to you people. So I've got a project for my student footballers to see how we can try to make it better.
Tatani mamo aberbini wosi vongo yubo aberbini wosi unanom siveta unakaya utsurnga unajaya nini bebe jayini fewota.
The difficulties and challenges I'm facing with players is the players, they want to travel as soon as possible, which is the most difficult aspect. Every player, even a player who just started playing football today, the parents will start thinking of if the player can travel. This is the most difficult thing for me. I would say most parents also, they help to destroy the future of the kids by giving them more pressure that you need to go today, you need to go tomorrow, you need to go next year, you just have to travel. Because parents in Africa, they just believe once you just get into a club out of Cameroon, you become a millionaire, which is a big mistake. You've got to work hard, you've got to work hard, you've got to work hard before you can make it as football is concerned. There is no easy job in the world. Every job is difficult, but it depends on how you keep pushing on it. It depends on how tolerant, how patient, how hardworking you are before you can make it in any job you're doing. So I want to make the parents to understand that they should be calm, they should be patient, and allow the kids to be developed. Young players, they need to be developed. They need time to grow. They need time to achieve their goals. But if we put in their minds that tomorrow you have to travel, tomorrow you are going there or there, we destroy their future. And when they get to travel and outside, they realize the reality is different. They realize football, it's all about different from what they think in Africa or in Cameroon. It's a big problem for them. Some will get back home and decide to abandon football, forget about football, to go.
Tell me now what I'm supposed to do. All my open trust felt in you. Oh, Mother Africa.
My advice to the young players or to the players still back home, it's tolerance, patience, hard work, commitment, discipline. They've got to do all those things, and above all, they have to be God fearing. They have to trust in God. They have to trust in their quality. They have to trust in themselves. They are so eager to move on. They are so eager to travel, which is this is what is killing the young African footballers. They want to travel at every occasion, even if they've not got an invitation, or even if a club is not waiting for them, even if there's nobody who has gotten the chance for them. They just want to go. They just want to go, and they think, because they think football is so easy out there. They think when you get out there, you will just get a club, you just get a contract. They forgot that if you have, for example, 10 midfielders in Cameroon and you are not able to challenge one, it's the same out there in the world. In each club, they want maybe they want one position in each. They want one player in each position, and they find themselves about 6 of them, and the club has to choose only one. It's difficult. You've got South Americans coming, you've got Europeans, you've got Arabians, you've got Africans coming. Both of you, maybe the club needs only one of them. So we need to be patient. We need to be patient. Patient is the highest thing we need as young players. Allow your talent to talk for himself. The coaches that inspire me so much to be a coach, I think with the reasons, Enongachu inspired me so much because he was my mentor, my teacher, my coach in the Njalakwan Sport Academy, and now he's the Director General of ANAFOOT, of National Football Academy in Cameroon, and he's inspired me so much with his professionalism, with his working ethic. He's so much of an idol into coaching to me. And secondly, I've got Nanga Xavier Francois of blessed memory. He's no more, and I've learned a lot so much from him. He was one of the aspirants for this academy when I was still playing as a football player. We've got this project together. We talked about this, and I thought this we could do it together, and God took him ahead of before the project was to be installed. And also I've got coaches like Sir Alex Ferguson of Manchester, who is now retired. I've loved his fast way and speed in playing, and his aggressive method of coaching.
There's a dream I feel so rare, so real, for the world in union, a world that's one.
The people who inspired me also for this academy, or even along the way in my football career, people like Lontum Ibrahim Fai, who stood by me, my family, and those people who stood by me in difficult times. I really cherish them. I don't know how to say thank you, but it wasn't easy. So I really hold a big thank you for them.
Why was I born?